From the Hindu Kush to the Rockies, a journey from Kabul to Colorado in community-led transformation, a memoir of resilience, advocacy, and transformation by Humayun Milad. Episode 20, The Impact of OVAP in Afghanistan. The implementation of OVAP in Afghanistan led to significant economic and social transformations. The movement empowered local artisans, farmers, and entrepreneurs, enabling them to generate sustainable incomes and contribute to regional stability. Some of the most notable impacts included increased employment opportunities, particularly for women, youth, and marginalized groups. Expansion of local businesses, with Afghan producers gaining access to regional and international markets. Revitalization of traditional industries, ensuring that Afghanistan's cultural heritage remained economically viable. Strengthened cross-border trade, fostering economic cooperation and stability in border regions. OVAP proved that economic revitalization begins at the local level, with communities harnessing their own talents, resources, and ingenuity to shape their destinies. The future of OVAP in Afghanistan. As global markets evolve, OVAP continues to adapt and expand, integrating digital platforms, e-commerce, and sustainable production methods to enhance its reach. The movement remains a blueprint for rural development, proving that local economies can thrive when communities harness their strengths and embrace innovation. Looking ahead, OVAP's success in Afghanistan offers valuable lessons for other post-conflict regions, demonstrating that economic empowerment, cultural preservation, and regional cooperation can drive sustainable development. By continuing to invest in local entrepreneurship, strengthen trade networks, and modernize production techniques, OVAP will remain a catalyst for economic resilience and community transformation. Would you like me to refine any sections or add more details on specific aspects of OVAP's implementation? You can find more information on OVAP's impact in Afghanistan here and here. Make this into a narrative for my book, Revitalizing Rural Economies, Adapting the One Village One Product Movement in Afghanistan. The challenge of creating sustainable development in Afghanistan's rural communities was an ever-present concern. For decades, these regions had struggled with economic isolation, fragile trade networks, and the lingering effects of conflict, leaving many villages without viable opportunities to grow and prosper. Yet, at the heart of these communities lay immense potential. Traditional craftsmanship, agricultural expertise, and a deep-rooted entrepreneurial spirit. If nurtured correctly, these local strengths could serve as the foundation for economic renewal. When I encountered the One Village, One Product, OVAP, movement, I saw its transformative power firsthand. A concept rooted in self-sufficiency, innovation, and local empowerment. Developed in Oita Prefecture, Japan, OVAP had reshaped rural economies by helping communities harness their unique resources, elevate their craftsmanship, and build globally competitive enterprises. The success of this model in Thailand, China, and Africa proved that its principles could transcend borders and adapt to diverse economic landscapes. Recognizing its potential for Afghanistan, I undertook the challenge of pioneering OVAP's adaptation to the border communities of Afghanistan and Tajikistan. These regions faced unique economic challenges: market fragmentation, lack of infrastructure, and restrictive trade regulations. Yet, they were rich in tradition and untapped resources. My mission was clear: to create a framework where local producers could transform their skills into sustainable businesses while fostering cross-border cooperation, building the foundation, mapping local strengths. The first step in adapting OVAP to Afghanistan was identifying the strengths within each community. What could these villages produce that would give them a competitive edge? What indigenous skills had been passed down for generations that could be reintroduced into the market? Extensive field research took me deep into Afghanistan's artisanal hubs and agricultural heartlands. What I found was extraordinary: a wealth of craftsmanship waiting to be showcased. Afghan handwoven carpets, silk textiles, gemstone jewelry, saffron cultivation, and ceramic artistry were renowned for their quality but lacked modern branding and international market access. Across the border in Tajikistan, producers specialized in dried fruits, nuts, and herbal extracts, which possessed enormous potential in the organic market. Once the strengths were identified, the next step was capacity building. OVAP was never about simply producing goods. It was about transforming local artisans into competitive entrepreneurs. To achieve this, I worked to train producers in quality control, branding, and market expansion strategies, ensuring their products could compete nationally and internationally. Empowering local producers. Capacity building for market expansion. A crucial aspect of OVOP was equipping small-scale entrepreneurs with the tools to thrive in competitive trade environments. Afghan producers had long been experts in their craft, but many lacked the ability to scale their businesses beyond local markets. The challenge was to bridge tradition with modern commerce, ensuring these local businesses could meet the demands of international buyers while staying true to their heritage. The training programs focused on improving production techniques to enhance consistency and quality, teaching branding and packaging strategies to create marketable identities for their products, providing financial literacy and pricing strategies, ensuring sustainability and scalability. Through this initiative, artisans and farmers began to see themselves not just as producers, but as entrepreneurs, capable of growing businesses that supported their families, employed local workers, and revitalized their communities. Strengthening cross-border trade. OVOP was not just about local transformation. It was about building regional economic networks. Historically, trade between Afghan and Tajik communities had been disjointed, hindered by regulatory barriers and infrastructure gaps. Yet, their economies were deeply intertwined, and creating strong trade linkages would serve both nations. The adaptation of OVOP prioritized cross-border trade facilitation, ensuring that local producers could access broader markets and create interdependent economies. This was achieved through cross-border trade fairs where Afghan and Tajik entrepreneurs could showcase their products, establish partnerships, and negotiate trade agreements. Regional market linkages, allowing Afghan carpets, saffron, and jewelry to find buyers in Tajikistan, while Tajik agricultural products entered Afghan markets. Policy advocacy, working with governments to simplify trade regulations and improve logistical networks, ensuring easier movement of goods. This strategic focus on economic cooperation strengthened regional stability, proving that commerce could be a powerful tool for peacebuilding. Trade did not just mean economic opportunity, it meant strengthening cultural ties, fostering dialogue, and reducing dependency on foreign aid. We'll continue this story in the next episode, so stay tuned.